You've heard of unconditional love, but have you heard of the secret to unconditional happiness and allowing more into your life? More wealth, more success, and more love. More freedom in your life right now. Welcome to the Happy Bar with Israel Savage. Always be aware of where you stand in terms of what you want. And what you want is always a better and better feeling thought. And the thing that will always guide you through is how you feel. And so if you feel a little bit worse than you did before, check your thoughts. You've just thought a thought that isn't in alignment with the way your greater self sees that situation. And all you have to do is either take your focus off that topic completely, because sometimes that topic is so infused with an emotional pattern, an emotional way of being for us, that we can't not focus on it, and we can't focus on it and not feel the feelings associated with it. And so it's best just to take your focus off of that topic and put it onto an entirely different topic. Puppies, kids, whatever does it for you, that is easy to feel good about, that has an absence of resistance. And then once you kind of trained your vibration, your thought pattern into something that's more practiced, then at some point you can return to that topic that's a little more wobbly for you. But the second that you start to feel yourself getting sucked in, lining up with that topic, then you take your attention off and you put it somewhere else. Here's an example. I had a really high-flying day. I mean, have you ever had one of those days when you felt like a superhero, when you just felt like everybody was looking at you and you just had it going on? You know, you're walking down the street, like your timing is perfect. You say the right thing at just the right time. Everything's lining up. So I had one of those days. And then I went to sleep and I woke up, and this next day was a new day, and I was not in my high-flying place. And I felt the difference because I knew what it was like to be in a high-flying place. And so I did the stuff that I do to kind of get me into a higher flying place, and I still wasn't there. And I had some work that I wanted to do that day. But rather than jump into the work, I've learned that how I feel has to be the most important thing to me. And so rather than jump into the work, I asked myself, what would make me feel better right now? What is a little easier for me to have good feeling thoughts about? I know I'm going to treat myself to lunch. I'm going out to lunch, just me and me. And so I look around for a restaurant, I find a place, and I walk in, and they sit me at a table. And I look at that table, and there's a conversation happening a couple feet away, and it just doesn't feel good. It's two women talking about stuff that and I could tell they were headlocked, and it was not a good feeling conversation. And my whole point of doing this was to feel better. And so I asked to be moved, and I get moved to this nice little corner with a cushy seat, and I could feel the difference. Oh, this feels a little better, but still climbing the ladder, right? And then I think, what would make me feel even better? How about a glass of wine with my lunch? Oh yeah, let me have that. And sure enough, they brought it out, and now I'm getting there. And so on and so on and so on. And so I leave from there feeling so much better, in a higher flying place than I was before. I go to my coffee shop that I like to work at, I pull out my laptop, and I bang out 10 podcast episodes. Boom, 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 boom. Exactly what I had wanted to work on that day. But it was so easy and so fun, and so much more productive than if I had made myself toe the line. If I had made myself go into that coffee shop from a not good feeling place, the way that the results feel are going to feel exactly like the way it feels during doing the task. In other words, if you are feeling like you're dreading this and you don't want to be doing it and it's like pulling teeth, then that's what the results are going to feel like. They're going to be infused with that. It's going to be a miserable journey and miserable results. If you liked what you just heard, then take inspired action now. That's right, act
while you are feeling good, and build on your momentum. Schedule your free discovery call with me at instudios-nyc.com/happybar.